All right, so they tell us that the center is -3, 1, and that it is tangent to the y-axis. Okay? And the directions say, find the standard form of the equation of a circle. So this is the information that I have, and they want me to find the standard form of the equation of a circle. Okay? So, so if you look at the standard form of the equation of a circle, I know the center already, right? So I can go ahead and put that part in. So I know x minus the first coordinate. So what's that going to be? X plus 3 squared plus y minus the second coordinate. So my y minus 1 squared. So what I don't know yet is the r, the radius. Okay? So, what does the word tangent mean? Does anybody know what that means? It means that it touches the circle in exactly 1 point. So if you have a circle and you have a line that comes across it and touches it in 1 point, that is a tangent line. Okay, so it just touches it in 1 point. So if I graph the center, so -3 and then up 1, okay, -3, 1 is the center, and then it says this circle is tangent to the y-axis. So that means it's only going to touch the y-axis in 1 point. So this circle is going to look something like this. Well, it's not a very good circle, but use your imagination. Okay, so so pretend it only touches in this point. It should come down a little more like that, maybe. Okay, so if it only touches in that point, what is the point where it's going to touch? 0, 1. Okay, because it's only up 1. So it's directly straight across from there where it's touching from the center. Okay, so if it touches at 0, 1, how far across is that to get to how far across is the radius? It's 3 units across. So the radius is going to be equal to 3. So now I can finish the standard equation. So x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared is going to be 3 squared. So x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 9. Okay? All right. So if you can't just count it across like that, if it's not, if it's something where you can't count it, how do I find the distance between those 2 points? Does anybody remember? By the y-intercept, yeah. So since these are both the same height, I can use the y-intercept is the same, then I know that they're exactly the same height, so I can just subtract the x's, right? Okay. Does anybody remember the distance formula? If you look on page 150 in your book, you have the distance formula there, maybe. Okay, it's actually on page 151, but the distance formula says the distance between point 1 and point 2 is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, so this is called the distance formula, and that's how you find the distance between 2 points if it wasn't easy to count like this one is. Okay, so in this case, our 2 points are negative 3, 1, and 0, 1. So if we want to know the distance between those 2 points, the distance would be equal to the square root of, so you do x minus x, so negative 3 minus 0 squared plus, and then since I used negative 3 first, I have to use the 1 first, so 1 minus 1, and then squared. Okay, so if you just simplify that, we get negative 3 squared plus 1 minus 1 is 0 squared. So negative 3 squared is negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, plus 0 is just 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. Okay, so that's how you would find the distance if it wasn't easy to count on the graph like that.